Hello, greetings, wonderful viewers, wherever you're watching. Welcome to Atlantic TV, the home of TV Revolution. As always, here in the Gambia, the Smiling Coast, and our studios right here at Farato, Combo South. Welcome to another wonderful program, one of the best on TV at the moment, Atlantic, called Exclusive Interview, where we bring people of all walks of life, what they do and what is happening, current issues. And not only that, also to motivate and change the narrative for those or viewers out there to try to wake up from their own comfort zone and do something special. Well, we are back again, and then we're going to the people we call the scribblers, the authors, the writers. And of course, the gentleman in the studio with me today for the exclusive interview. Once again, before we move forward, my name is Bakary, Manneh, fondly called BigSam. Of course, the host of this program. And my guest today is not new in the studio, one of Gambia's finest author for that matter. And this is no other than Modou Lamin, Age-Almu Sowe, an author for that matter. We are back again, at this time with a difference. And this time we'll be talking about a book launch, a new book, which is, of course, a novel entitled They Are Born. Well, we are going to talk about the book launch, which is coming up this Saturday on the 4th of April, 2026 at Motherland, Senegambia. Well, with more on that, Lamin, Age-Almu Sowe, welcome again to Atlantic TV, exclusive in your home now.
Thank you for the invitation, BigSam. I'm honored to be here on another edition to talk about my book launch and then the National Conference on Education and Literature, which is scheduled to take place this week, Saturday, at Motherland Event Center, Senegambia.
Awesome, fantastic. As tradition will always say, we'll give you a mic again to say hi to the team. I know the management and staff of Motherland, people in education now, because we know many people are coming, including the mayors, etc. And maybe you can say hi to them before we move.
Viewers, this is Modou Lamin, Age-Almu Sowe. That's my pen name. My biological name is Modou Lamin Sowe, and I am honored to invite each and every one of you, especially fans and followers of Atlantic TV, to my prestigious book launch. I think it's an event that's beyond book launch, not just a book launch event that's happening, but also we're going to have a conference on education and literature, which is very, very important. And dignitaries are going to be present. I will be revealing the names of the individuals coming to participate very shortly. Meanwhile, I want all of you to follow Atlantic TV, YouTube channel, Facebook page. Follow us, like, and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was awesome. Thank you so much for that wonderful reason. Okay, moving on. But I want you to break this thing down before we talk about you. We have scribblers, we have writers, we have authors. Can you give me a different explanation and my viewers regarding this?
Thank you. Thank you. This is a very important question. Often in the Gambia, people misconstrue. It means they misjudge, misunderstand most of these categories of people. Even writing in general, I see people classifying spoken word poets as poets. It's totally different. To begin with, your question, when we say somebody is a writer, anybody can write, it means you write something. It could be homeworks, it could be your personal writing at office or things like that. A writer is someone who is not published. But an author is somebody who has successfully published either a book or a publication.
What about a scribbler?
Yeah, a scribbler is also very similar to a writer. It's just the synonym for a writer. It's just somebody who constantly writes, and we say the person is a scribbler, like Musa Ba.
Okay.
Newsrat Senior Secondary School. Okay. Musa Ba, he wrote the book, The Becek. So we call him the scribbler.
The scribbler.
Because he's sophisticated with grammar. He's always right. He's the scribbler.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but these are the differences. A writer is not published. An author is published.
So author is the one there that have novels and all that, books and all that stuff.
And then the young people, what they do in the Gambia, spoken word poetry in Wolof, Mandinka, they mix English.
Okay.
It is what we call poetry slam. It started in America.
Poetry slam.
Poetry slam in 1700s.
Okay.
Because when America gained its independence from Great Britain, the slaves, repatriated slaves, they wanted to create their own language.
Okay.
So in order for them to caricature, to mimic, you know, their colonizers, they had to come up with that slang language. That was how they communicated. Yeah, so it became a popular culture. Later in America, it transformed into hip hop and rap.
Okay, there's American slangs.
Exactly. So that is the spoken word poetry people are doing here. You can be a spoken word artist, but you are not a writer, because you don't write anything, and you are not an author because you don't publish any book. So these are the difference.
These are the different.
Yeah.
Good to clarify that, and to me and my viewers out there regarding that, and I think we've definitely learned something in that, because every sector have its own ways and structures, etc. Moving on, let's talk about the author Modou Lamin Age-Almu. About the author.
Thank you. Good question. Modou Lamin Sowe is my name. Growing up in Brikama, Welingara, Nyambai, and Kabar Fita, respectively, I adopted the pen name Modou Lamin Age-Almu Sowe back in high school, grade 12, because I noticed that we had Modou Sowe, Momodou Sowe, and Modou Lamin Sowe, the same school. So I needed to coin a pen name for my name. Al-Musaf is also in Islamic jurisprudence and theology. It's the name of the Quran, Al-Mustaf.
Al-Mustaf.
Yes, it's a Quranic name in Islamic jurisdiction.
Okay.
But Al-Musaf also is the name of my parents. The initials, when you join them together, my mom and my dad, is Al-Musaf. So Modou Lamin Sowe, myself, is just a very young, hardworking young man who has passion for writing, who is an intellectual par excellence, who've been working very tirelessly to empower young people for over 20 good years. I've been writing for 20 years. So I have over 2 decades of experience in writing, because I started writing at the age of 14 when I was old enough to spell. My first book,
age of 14.
My first book, Don't Judge the Book by Its Cover, was written when I was only 14 years old in Brikama Kabafita Upper Basic School. So since then, I took to literary composition, and then I decided to brand myself. I noticed that Gambian literature is very young and vibrant, and we need to push it to where it belongs. Like Gambian music started like where we are right now. Can I say decades ago, when you tune on the radio, or maybe you tune on your television, you see a Gambian artist singing, or the radio plays Gambian musician, you feel like irritated. They were unappreciated. But now they are buying houses, compounds, employing people, from
getting people
from Gambian music.
Exactly.
So I am the flag bearer of Gambian literature. If young people can see that I can buy a car from writing, I can buy a compound, I can do this, it means there is a market for it.
Exactly.
It means that it should be encouraged, and that is where we are undergoing this revolution to make sure that Gambian literature is vibrant. Because compared to our neighboring countries such as Senegal, Nigeria, Ghana, I mean, we are not even a baby. We're a fetus in the womb. We are not yet born, because those people are well established when it comes to literature. And Gambian literature has a huge market, big demography that definitely should be filled. So this is why when I founded the Young Writers Association of the Gambia in 2012, I had wanted to see more young people like me write books. This was why I created the association. I served as president for over 13 good years, and I decided to hand over to my Secretary General, who is the current president. Yeah, so it's more of, I have empowered over 300 young people who have become successful writers. They've published books, alhamdulillah. So that's just one thing I have done.
Your road to be an author, Modou Lamin Age-Almu road to be an author, how does that go?
Yeah, thank you. You know, each and every human being you see on the face of the earth is born with a gift, an inexplicable gift. Sometimes you don't notice or realize your potential until people point it at you.
Exactly.
That's what Chinua Achebe said in his book, that if the animals fail to write their own story, history will continue to glorify the hunter. So this is what is happening to us. If we fail to write our own stories, other people will write it for us and define us.
You cannot say anything.
Yeah, so this is what we are resisting.
Okay.
And this is why in my new book that I have written, They Are Born, I have decided to make sure that the book centers on 3 fundamental themes or areas that are very fundamental. The first theme of the book is what I call language as identity.
Okay, let's just get into that. That is the book launch.
Yeah.
They Are Born.
Exactly.
It's a novel.
Yes.
Before we talk about, we see novel, break that down also to us before we talk about They Are Born, because that's the center of it, and the launching.
Okay. Thank you.
Because
you
wrote their novel.
Yeah, thank you very much. A novel is a prose, it's a work of fiction.
Okay.
That is above 10,000 words. If it is less than 10,000, it can be a novelette, a novella, or a short story.
Okay.
Those are less than 10,000 words. But any writing that is above 10,000 words, it becomes a novel.
A novel.
So it means my book is over 10,000 words.
So it's a novel.
It's a fiction.
Okay.
An imagination.
Oh, okay.
Something that's not based on
true story. I know.
Yeah, but moral lessons are there that could be learned.
Okay, so that's a novel.
So I'm just trying to break down.
Yeah. Because I saw magazines, I saw leaflets, they all have their categories.
All of them fall under different genres.
Okay.
Literature can be classified into three genres.
Okay.
Poetry, prose, and drama. Now, each of these also have sub-components under them.
Okay, okay. Now, let's talk about it, which I think we have a lot of, but let's talk about another book launched by Modou, Lamin, Age-Almu, which is titled They Are Born.
Yeah.
Tell us more about this book.
Thank you. The title of the book, They Are Born, is based on my personal experience and my scholarly reflection. Because growing up in Brikama, my uncles had always wanted me to marry a Fuller. When I grew up and become an adult, I noticed that they were not being tribalist, but they were being preservative because they wanted to preserve the culture.
Okay, that's not tribalist.
They wanted my children. They wanted my children to speak Fuller because I cannot speak it. Now, I am very good at selecting book titles.
Okay.
I don't just jump and title my books like that. No, I make research.
Okay.
I have to go to the internet and search They Are Born to see whether somebody has written a book title about that.
Okay.
And if not, I decide to adopt it because the title of a book tells a lot about the book. Sometimes you don't even read, just the title tells you what is inside.
What is inside, okay.
So the Ghanaian author wrote the book, The Beautiful Ones Are Not Yet Born. Very excellent book. So when I was now writing my novel and I make my research, I have to title my book They Are Born.
They Are Born. Okay.
Because the Ghanaian author said the beautiful ones are not yet born. And I am saying they are born.
Okay.
Very short but powerful message that I'm sending. That's why earlier on, and let me just elucidate that very quickly. I said there are 3 themes in the book.
Yeah.
The first theme is language as identity. We as African citizens, we need to be proud of our languages as our identity, because our endangered ancestral tongues have been under threat for a very long time. And this is why it is important to protect that. If I can speak 7 different African languages, or I can speak Wolof, I can speak Manjaco and Jola, I should be able to be employed in my country because I speak those languages. Employment, identity, respect, dignity, success shouldn't be measured by speaking only English and French. Meaning, our languages should be our identity. We should be proud of them because that's what we own. Singapore, Japan, China, they speak their languages and they develop as nations because they don't have to rely on colonial masters such as Great Britain, and then France, etc. The Portuguese people. They have their languages that they impose on us, but we embrace those languages and abandon ours. So we have a challenge, we have a problem. So that problem is very critical to be addressed. The reason why everybody can relate to Chinua Achebe, things fall apart. Every African, even if you are born today, you read the book. It is as if he is talking to you because in the theme in the book addresses colonization, colonialism. The book is rejecting how they label us, how the white people came, enslave us, and everything they did. All of us felt bad about slavery. But nobody wrote about it. When Chinua Achebe wrote about it, it became a revolution.
Explosion, yeah.
The same thing my book is.
They are born.
They are born. The first theme is telling everybody, all Africans, as far as you are an African citizen, that our languages should be our identity. The second theme of the book is intergenerational transmission. When I say intergenerational transmission, the book is based on a story of an old woman named Fasilu. She is 115 years old, and she's the only fluent native speaker of her language, Hamani language, in the village of Ndia. And if she dies, the language dies.
Yeah, no.
She's the only one who can speak it.
Okay.
Now, the colonial government decided to come up with a program, relocation program, to any children. I mean, the children inside, Ndia, in the village of Ndia, any child, anyone who can speak the language fluently will be taken abroad. So all parents have to run helter and skelter to Fasilu, the old woman, to teach
them.
You see, intergenerational transmission.
Okay.
Fasilu became the bridge between the present and the past.
Okay.
She is the glue that holds the culture together. If she dies, the language dies. Anything that happens to her happened to our culture.
Okay.
So that's the second theme of the book. The third theme of the book is resistance to cultural erasure. We have to resist our culture being erased on the face of the earth. We must resist because currently we have been modernized. Modernization, acculturation, industrialization, all those things came. Even technology, what we call AI, is a very sensitive period that we are in. It's only those who are knowledgeable who will understand that we are in Akhirul Zaman. The last days, the last hour.
The last
before the last hour comes, it's been prognosticated in the Holy Quran that knowledge, wisdom, real one, is going to go up and it's going to be replaced by fake knowledge. And very few knowledgeable people on earth are sitting quietly, but they know that is the period we are in. That real wisdom is gone already up.
It's gone.
It's been replaced by AI. That is why you use AI. You can do anything, false knowledge, it will bring it. And you use that and think that is knowledge, but that is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is different from natural intelligence. It's different from divine intelligence. So I think scholars, intellectuals in the world should tighten their belts. They should understand that we're in a very critical period. It's a very fundamental moment that we must use our voices. If you are a preacher, preach. If you are a writer, write. That is why I write, to preach people about it. To understand that we must safeguard our culture. We must embrace our languages.
Preserve everything.
Because this is exactly that we should champion for us to be liberated from mental slavery. I grew up in a storytelling culture in Brikama and other parts of Africa and the world. And I see how I have studied how successful African writers like Chinua Achebe, Ngugi wa Thiong'o, Mariam Ba of Senegal, I studied how they use languages, how they use culture, to tell stories, fictional stories. Their stories are based on culture. They want to preserve the culture. In my book, They Are Born, I also advocated for climate change. Because in the village of Ndia, it's forbidden to cut down trees.
Oh, okay.
What am I saying? I'm saying that nobody should cut down the trees. So in my book, in the village of Ndia, I try to make sure that I preserve that aspect.
Okay.
Because Ndia, the culture, the tradition is based on the forest. And the forest is sacred to the tribe of Hamani and the Hamani language. So anyone who is found cutting down trees or starting fire in the forest is simple. The ancestors said you must be executed. In my book.
Right away.
I am very good at making characters in my book, and in my story, I kill them. All my books, you read them, the main character will die at the end. This one, I also kill the person. He's also dead. So don't even ask.
No one's spare. If they're all
the main character died. He's dead completely. I just killed them. Writers have emotions.
Yeah.
The emotions we have, the feeling,
the
responsiveness.
Okay.
It's not malicious, it's not reverbative, it's not authenticated actually right now. You can hurt a writer, say so many things. I mean real writers. I don't mean those who just write.
Yeah.
The time they will get angry, you can do something to them last year. They are not angry. They even forget about it. But when they sit down to write, they're angry.
Oh,
because that is
it all come back.
Exactly. That is when what you did to them last year will now come back on paper. Okay. They can even use your name as a character, put you in a book and kill you. so you died many times, 100 times while you were still alive, and generations are going to read you. You're dead. So in summary, like I said, my book is based on these 3 themes.
Okay.
Let's look at just a synopsis of the book and what it is all about.
Okay.
My novel, They Are Born, is a story of 5 children who, under the guidance of a 115-year-old woman named Fasilu, had to undergo spiritual, cultural, and moral trial to revive their rich ancestral language, which is under the verge of extinction or fading away. So ultimately, they became the living legacy of their community by preserving the language. But they must pay the price, death. That's death. So it's just the summary, the synopsis
of it. All right, let's now, because this is big and we've seen around town everywhere regarding this book. They Are Born is on Saturday, this Saturday, coming 4th of April 2026 at Motherland event place. Now let's talk about the preparation, the book launch, the invitees, the time, anything that people should know all about it. And then I think we have some of the papers that you can show around the camera of the invitees, etc. Anything that we need to know on Saturday the 4th.
Okay, let's start with the program. It's going to be held this week Saturday at Motherland Event Center behind King Baker, Senegambia, just the new OIC road. Okay, that's where Motherland is located for those that will want to attend. The program will start exactly 3 p.m. and it will end 7 p.m. It's not just the book They Are Born that I'm launching, but it also includes a national conference on education and literature. Because in our country, we have an educational problem. And this problem cannot be solved by the ministry alone. So instead of sitting at your corner blaming the government about what is not working, what we can do is to organize a national conference on education and literature, invite the ministers, permanent secretaries, all the stakeholders in the educational arena to come forward to discuss the problems or challenges that are confronting our educational sector and then suggest possible solutions. So the conference is divided into 2 categories. We have the young intellectuals who are emerging scholars who will present their abstract papers. They will make presentations on different areas in our educational sector that are challenges that are very vibrant nationally. And then when the young scholars are done and seated, the adults, the elders, the established scholars will also have a panel. They will also address these critical challenges on our country's educational sector. And immediately after the conference comes the book launch. The book launch
the conference comes first.
Yeah, the conference is from 3 to 5. The book launch is from 5 to 7.
Okay.
So nobody should miss this, because all the challenges that we are facing in our country, in our education sector, will be revealed and discussed. All schools have been invited. Each school is asked to send 10 students and a teacher coordinator in school uniform. If they are tertiary institutions, they don't need to wear uniforms. They can wear anything and come. So most students, most parents don't have the opportunity to face the Minister of Education face to face or the permanent secretary. But through this conference, you will meet with them after they present. You tell them what you feel, tell them what you think should be the solutions or our problems as a nation, so we can address those things together. Because I'm very good at looking at what is not working in my country, and I try to address that in a conference by giving microphone to people who should address it. That's what intellectuals do. You don't go to the media and start saying this person that or start criticizing. No, organize a forum like this, give them microphone, let them come and talk about the challenges. That way, all of us are collectively addressing the problem critically. Now let's look at some of the people who are coming to the event.
Okay.
This is a woman I admire a very long time. A very long time. Madam Hadifai. Hadifai is the CEO and the founder of Casa Africa and Absolute Entertainment.
Yeah, Hadifai.
So Hadifai is a renowned Gambian in the entertainment industry, a lady of might and suit and decorum. Okay. So Hadi has been very, very supportive, and she has accepted to be the sister of the event. Okay. So Hadi will be there as the sister of the event. Oh, that's Hadifai. That's my good friend. Yes, and the book will be launched by Professor Chorno Omar Bari, who is the president of the Writers Association of the Gambia. Professor Chorno Omar Bari is launching the book. The book, okay. Yeah, so Professor is a distinguished scholar in comparative literature. Okay. He is the library of Gambian literature. Without him, the library would have been burned down. We wouldn't even have Gambian literature. So he's been safeguarding it for over 30 good years. Okay. Yeah, so he is launching the book. Okay. Now let's look at the partners and sponsors of this program, because I cannot do it alone. So this is why Official Gambia Limited is a key sponsor. Where Official goes, nobody dares to follow. For them regna day. So Official is a key sponsor. We also have Yaram Arts. Yaram, okay. Jamano Money Transfer. Yaram Arts, is that Yausi? Yaram Arts, no. Yaram Arts is Njok Malik. Njok Malik, okay, yes, UK. He does Njok Malik, okay. Yes. And Diamond? And we have Ministry of Tourism and Culture. Okay. Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education. Okay. And we also have the Gambia Revenue Authority, GRA, etc. And we have ITC, International Trade Center, Mr. Yusuf Keta. We have BCC, Banjul City Council for Himalik Law. We have Unite Movement, Talib Bensouda. In fact, yesterday, he gifted me this. That's fine. Unite is also there. Okay. And we have ZAP Company Limited. Okay. The ZAP app, Fatou Sise, the CEO, they are also key partners. Okay. Model and Event Center. Yeah, the main venue, sponsor. The venue. Yes, the venue. You've been with them. You have that kind of connection with them now. Yes. In fact, I remember those press conferences. We are always there. Exactly. We have Saks Beauty, Senabumbai. Senabumbai, okay. Yes, and we have Ministry of Youth and Sports. Okay. And we have the National Records Office, Support Your Own Gambia Foundation. Okay. Ministry of Trade, Information and Regional Integration. So you can see all these partners awesome. Are all, you know, in one way or the other, playing a role supporting here and there. Okay. Now the mother of the event is Honorable Rohi Maliglo. Okay. Burbanjul. Yes, because she's been supportive all along through my writing career, ever since I knew her. So sometimes when I organize programs, she travel, but she told me this time she's around. Jangma Japa Yai Dinanyo. No, these are just few names that I'm revealing on the camera, but there are so many important ministers, I can remember, permanent secretaries, intellectuals. Okay. We are expecting a crowd of 2,000 people for this occasion. So it's a very big event, and each and every individual is invited to attend. Wow. Fantastic. There you have it. Exclusive interview live here on Atlantic TV. We are live in our studios right here at Farato Kombasad. And of course, this is about the book launch. Arthor, Modou Lamin, Age-Almu, launching another trailer called They Are Born on Saturday the 4th at Motherland, Senegambia. This is what is going to... Modou Lamin, what is the message that you want to send across to our viewers in the Gambia and diaspora regarding this book launch? Very important message that you think can go down with our viewers. Thank you. Thank you very much for this question. The first message I would like to send goes to young people. Yeah, you know, young people who are watching me and those who are emulating me, those who want to be writers or any domain that you want to actually venture in. The first thing you need to do is to have a mentor. You know, because if I have not had mentors, I will have been very peril by now. You know, it will be different. People like Dr. Tijan Sala, the Gambia's famous writer and poet, is my mentor. Hasum Sise, Professor Chorno Umar Bari. Sometimes I write some things, I send it to them in a group where you have professors and doctors, PhD holders. They look at it and say, no, do it this way. So it becomes my learning, institution where I try to correct myself. So this is very, very important for each and every young person to have a mentor. And the second thing is competition. It's good to compete. It's good to look up to people. But if you want to be successful, you don't have to be competitive. The reason why I came far away in my writing career, I don't compete with anybody. I don't have competitors in the Gambia.
Talk to them. Talk to them.
I'm not looking to anybody that I'm competing or I want to be with. No. I am doing something that I feel like everybody can do, because I realize that our literature should go to the globe. It should be on the map of the world, and it is not there. That is where I'm competing, to place our name, but not to compete individuals. I don't compete anyone. I am not even the best writer in this country. I can never be. I don't see myself as the best. I'm just a poor slave of Allah. What I'm doing, anybody can do it. If you're hardworking, you focus, you read, you can do it. So what I'm doing should be embraced, should be supported. I need the support of everybody, especially on Saturday. Let everyone come. Even if you're just going to come attend the conference category or the book launch, you're going to have a takeaway. Let me not forget, the takeaway is a buffet. We have a buffet. We are catering for 2,000 people. So
anything you think is you can give them that I might not ask. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. This is a very important question. There is nothing someone does without challenges. I know you didn't ask about the challenges.
That's what I said. Yeah. Anything that you might tell them, tell them.
I am challenged because organizing a magnitude of such an event requires capital, requires support, funding. Personally, I have done a lot by pulling out what I have to put it in the program. I wrote to different institutions. Some are responding, others are coming on last minute and stuff like that. So anybody who can chip in to support is also appreciated.
And maybe financially, is there any wave or any contact that they might?
Oh, yeah. 28040 is our wave number. If you want to attend the program, that is the number you contact to reserve your seat. If you want to buy a copy of the book or you want to reserve your seat with your name, all those things, $500 only.
That is
including the buffet.
200. What's the number again? 200?
28040 2008040.
400.
Yeah, that is the number to contact. Yeah.
Modou, finally, we've come to the end of this wonderful exclusive, which is live on Atlantic TV. Finally, from you.
Thank you, the management of Atlantic TV, the technical side, to you, my host, BigSam International, of course, the Gambia's finest, when it comes to exclusive interview. And I think this is my home, so I would like to thank each and every one of you for being steadfast and your continuous support and efforts in liberating and empowering young people. But this is what we need, a platform to showcase our potential, because every nation relies on the strength and productive versatility of her youth in championing socio-economic and political advancement. So therefore, it's bye for now from me until I come your way, and thank you very much for the opportunity.
And we promise that we're going to be at the book launch, inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much.
Saturday.
See you. Thank you so much, wonderful viewers. I hope you got a very wonderful interview. Anytime also is in the studio, sometimes you might take your dictionary to some of the words so that you can translate. I cannot translate, but anyway, that's him, even there. So focus and do what you want to do. So we're doing this for you out there also to get from your comfort zone, trying to change the narratives. Well, thank you very much for being there. We'll be back with more interesting exclusive interview. Big thanks to Edward Noabaji, my favorite camera, and the guy at the studio, the head of the TV, that is called Matar Job Liga. From me, Big Sam, and the entire management and staff of Atlantic TV, the Gambia, from this platform, exclusive interview. Thank you so much. Bye.